is here, have no fear. You will get proper representation from now on. We won't have somebody who you only see election time, and then after that, they're gone like the wind. You know that movie, Gone Like the Wind? They have no comeback to do until 5 years after they coming through with more promises. I tell you, no, in all my young life, I've never heard so many promises in the history of the world. Let me put it that way. What they didn't do in 18 years, they want to do in 10 months? 10 months? Well, God created the world and he took a rest. They took 18 years and did absolutely nothing. Let it rest. Come election, get rid of them. As we say, we're voting for ourselves now. Their pocket full, their food, they're eating plenty. It is time for us, the people of St. Vincent and Grenadines, to eat something. It is time for the young people of St. Vincent and Grenadines to have something. And we need to hear from the youths. I heard one of them said today, they're doing for their constituency what they think the people want. The New Democratic Party is saying we will do what the people want, not what we want to do. And on that note, put your hands together and welcome a young man who has been delivering a strong message at these community meetings. Put your hands together and welcome Romala to the microphone.
Good night, Western George. Now, as a youngster, I come on the platform to address some of the issues that really affecting us in the community and in the society today. We as young people being robbed of opportunities to spread our wings and start to set our future and look for a bright future ahead of us. We are young people, our lack of opportunities where we could get jobs, to feel independent, where we could able to get up and help ourselves and even help various persons in our community. We are people who suffering in this island in tourism segment, where we can't have tourism coming to our island to come and have an enjoyable time, where they can come and spend money in our economy, where that jobs will be created for young people in the hospitality industry. Now you have a lot of young people, as I mentioned last meeting, who went to school, get an education, and unable to get a job to go out there to help themselves and start to set the pace for the future. Because each and every one of us have a plan, have a future, and we want to get ahead of it. We want to have things happening for us. We want to get around that we could able to help our parents and even give back something in society. We need opportunity, and we've been robbed and lacked of opportunity in this island. When you look around, you see a lot of young people frustrated, without a job, walking up and down, idling, have nothing to do, and don't even have a start. Some of them have multiple skills, ready to spread their wings, but need a start. We need a government that will come hand in hand and work with the youths and able to build back the economy in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The agriculture been failing, the farmers been crying. They don't have nothing in hand that they could able to spend their hand to cry on the agriculture. Back then, we used to ship tons of banana to the UK, have the economy going, but under the Unity Labour Party, all that have gone. Talking about healthcare, don't have a proper healthcare in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Hospital are lack of equipment. People are going there, can't get medication, can't get equipment to use in the hospital, and can't even get around, getting proper facilities, getting a sheet, getting a proper meal and stuff like that, and the Unity Labour Party. My people, the New Democratic Party have a plan to come into place to bring back St. Vincent and the Grenadines where it used to be, where they will be able to provide jobs and opportunity for young people, where they will bring proper health segment in this country, where they will be able to boost back the agriculture, where they will be able to bring back this country up and running and having the economy boosting, that each and every infrastructure and each and every business will be able to create jobs and people will be able to make money so that they could be able to make their life better in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. My people, I must say that Bacchus, she have come with a vision to work with the people of West St. George. And I must commend that she's doing a tremendous job. She's coming in community. She walking from house to house. She coming and she walking with the people of West St. George. She already making small lamps. She coming and addressing and asking about how to walk along with addressing the issues that making our life difficult every day. And she ready and willing to work hand in hand to address every issue that is really affecting us in society today. And I know that the New Democratic Party have a strong team, a team that will work in every segment to build back St. Vincent and the Grenadines where it is, and to bring it blooming, that will have the economy spinning, and it will be generating enough money and income that each and every individual will be happy, and each and every individual will get around and get to do, and get to meet the end meals, get to pay the bill, get to send the children to school to give them a proper education, and will able to provide things for them, and they will be able to be independent and not being reliable on anyone, have to come down and go in the office and beseech and ask for assistance. Jobs will be running and everybody will be able to get something that will be able to go out and get money to put food on the table. That is the government we want, my people. And I know Dr. Friday, he is ready to come and walk with St. Vincent and the Grenadines and bring a lot of opportunities and bring it back and running. I thank you.
Well, oh yeah, yeah, na na. I need a Gideon boot and a khaki suit. Mr. Out in a Babylon and represent the truth. Me nah go see a road and see bad things and keep me mouth on mute. I got a strong reggae beat with a mic in a me hand. To lead out the youths them out of destruction and tell the people they should know right from wrong. And that's what the youths are doing. You heard from the young man. He is looking for a better life. And he realized that the New Democratic Party has the plans and programs to move this country forward. And we cannot stay on mute. We have to speak out. We have to speak out. Brother Shearer gave a story the other night in Poliard. Can't remember all of it, but the genesis of it is that we cannot depend on others to do the job for us. If we want to reap the harvest, we have to plant the corn. We cannot prosper in St. Vincent and the Grenadines if we continue to leave the Unity Labour Party to run this country into the ground. We have to make a decision. We want a better life in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And I'm going to bring to you from Central Kingston, as I would like to say, visiting us. But when the pace pick up, you'll hear more from him, because he had to help save some of our voices. So we're going to bring to you a very powerful speaker, and Sister K. Bacchus-Baptiste is coming just now. Put your hands together and welcome Mr. Igal Adams to address you. fed up of the mess, so we have to get rid of them. Let me say a pleasant good night to everybody. Tonight my voice ain't too good, but I believe it might be good enough to tell you what I want to tell you. But you don't frighten. The time now coming and the pace just picking up. It ain't get hot yet, but it's getting there. Sister Bacchus, a pleasant good night to you. Sister Bacchus-Baptiste, yes, I must. I will have to forget about the Bacchus just now and only say Baptiste. If you watch Shara's size and watch mine, you know, trouble could be there, right? So a pleasant good night, my sister. I really had to make the time to be here to give you some support in these village meetings. But tonight, I just want to say to the people listening to my voice that the NDP has a track record. I will repeat it. I say the NDP has a track record of getting things done in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I'm going to take you back, and then I'm going to bring you to the ULP, and then I will tell you why you must get rid of them. When the NDP took office in St. Vincent and the Grenadines in 1984, the national debt left by the Labour Party after 5 years was $181 million. The NDP was in office for 17 years, and they created a debt of only $384 million for 17 years. Now, with that debt, we saw a lot of things in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We saw over 3,000 miles of roads built by the New Democratic Party in that 17 years. We saw the cruise ship boat that you see all those big cruise ship coming and dock now. That was done by the New Democratic Party. We saw the container port in Camden Park. That was made by the New Democratic Party. The Unity Labour Party criticized the NDP for that project, but now they are using it. We saw the A-level college planned and implemented by the New Democratic Party. I'm talking about $384 million debt, you know. We saw the extension to the Milton Cater Memorial Hospital, and we saw the improvement of health service in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, that people from other parts of the Caribbean used to come to St. Vincent and the Grenadines for health care. And our hospital, the Milton Cater Memorial Hospital, won the Baby Friendly Award. It was an award given by the World Health Organization that was under the NDP. We had the financial complex. I come into that. That was built by the NDP. We have the vegetable market in Kingston. That was built by the NDP. We had the extension to the Canouan Airport. We had the extension of the Union Island Airport. We had the building of the airport in Beckwith, the J.F. Mitchell Airport. We had the NCB banks being extended under the NDP with $384 million debt in 17 years. We never run a deficit budget. We always had a surplus on the books. But in come the Unity Labour Party. They have now been in office for 19 years, because the 28th of next month,
will be exactly 19 years since they're in office. In the last budget, they say the debt is $1.7 million. That's what they say. And you can't believe them. Because they don't tell the truth, they always speak lies. So I believe the debt is way over $2 billion. But even if it's 1.7 billion, it means therefore that the Unity Labour Party has added almost $1.2 billion debt to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Now, what we have for it? We have an airport that don't bring in any money to St. Vincent. We have all the bad roads throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We have a rundown hospital and a non-existent health service system in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That is for $1.2 billion worth of debt. We can't see anything. We have VAT 16%. You wonder where all the money gone. If NDP borrow 384 million and do so much work with it, how come the ULP have us in a debt of $1.2 million and we can't see anything? All the roads breaking up. When you look at some of them, you can plant banana trees inside them. Sometimes even bigger trees you can plant in the middle of the road. If rain come, you have a swimming pool. You can go and bathe. You want to know? I work in Fair Hall. I can't believe it, the Minister of Finance representing up there. When I see the type of roads in Fair Hall, I can't believe. But when you go other places in St. Vincent, it's the same thing. So you want to know, if they're borrowing so much money, what are they doing with the money? They simply don't know how to implement projects. They don't know how to do it. And they don't know how to take care of money. So that is what the problem we have in St. Vincent and the Grenadines right now. So, because they have run the country into so much debt, and they don't have the answer to get St. Vincent and the Grenadines out of this debt, because all they're talking about is borrowing and borrowing and more borrowing. They don't know how to create anything to help us in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So we know that in the next general elections, we have to get rid of the Unity Labour Party because they have run the country into much debt and they don't have a way out. They don't have a plan how to get us out of debt. But the New Democratic Party, under the leadership of Dr. Godwin Friday, with team members like Sister Bacchus-Baptiste and others, we have a plan that will take St. Vincent and the Grenadines back on the road of prosperity. Before I end, one of these days, we know a king is coming, but he is coming from the east, because he is King of Kings and Lord of Lords. But it have a king who want to come from the west to continue with the ULP mess. But if you want progress in this part of the west, then Bacchus-Baptiste is simply the best. So when you go to the polls, put your X next to the key, the symbol of the New Democratic Party. Vote in the west for Sister Bacchus-Baptiste, who is the best, and vote NDP so we can bring back prosperity to SVG. God bless you and good night. Well,